Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to WrestlingTracks.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Burton, I am back. I am going to talk about some of the happening in the world of professional wrestling. First thing I want to do is start with the NWA National Wrestling and its new television show called Power, which airs every day at 6:05 on YouTube and on the Fight. I want to say that Billy Corgan, those of you who are not familiar with Billy Corgan, he's the lead singer of legendary rock band Smash Pumpkins. And he has done some awesome, amazing, great stuff with the NWA. One of the most interesting things he's done with it is he's taken it back old. Now, back in the 70s and 80s, the NWA used to tape all their shows and do it live from the television studio back in the day. And that's one of the things he's done with the NWA. He's taken that old school feeling, brought it back to the main stage of the NWA. They have some good talent, have some phenomenal talent. Right now, the current champion, I'm going to start with the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. For those of you who are not familiar with him, he is former Magnus, a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion and TNA Tag Champion, currently in his second reign as the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And he's currently in his second reign. He's been champion for over a year. And you have Allison Kay, the current women's champion. You have Tag Team Champion, the WWE Hall of Famers, the legendary Rock and Roll Express. And as of last night, you have Colt Cabana, the NWA National Champion, who just beat James Storm last night's episode of Power. The show has been praised by several pro wrestlers, including the likes of Rock, who's given praise to the show. If you haven't seen that show, it's very, very good. While we're on the subject of shows, let's talk about a little of what's going down. NXT and AEW. NXT again was an amazing wrestling show. Me personally, I think it's a far better wrestling show than AEW, wrestling-wise. You know, I've seen AEW. Has the potential to do better. Everybody's pretty much doing the same stuff. It seemed like 37 dives tonight for one episode. It's like everybody in that match did a damn dive. And you got the stupid nonsense that goes on in AEW. They got a guy like Orange Cassidy. I don't get the gimmick of the persona. I think it's stupid. The guy walks around with sunglasses on and his hands in his pocket. He's going around doing these crazy moves with his hands in his pocket, doing dives. Darn near killing himself and hurting himself and his opponents in the process. Things like that I'm not really a fan of. I'm a traditional guy. I watch the wrestling for the wrestling, not the sports entertainment nonsense. Then you got an idiot like Joey, not in the AEW. But anyway, you got an idiot like him going around doing stupid dick stuff, which is sad. Things like that I'm not a fan of. I think it's stupid. I think it messes up the business. It hurts the business. It's a damn shame to a fine sport like this. What's sad is that they're good guys. Nice guys, good guys. Met them several times. So what? Not so much. Not really a fan of it. One thing I noticed is the wrestling's different. Now, I saw a tag team match between the Dark Order, Private Party. The guys were all over the place. This was like 4 or 5 guys in the same match. They do these ridiculous, useless spots for no reason. And then you watch a 6-man tag team match between the O's against Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Tommaso. Now, if you sit back, watch those 2 shows over, pay attention to the difference between the 2 matches, you can see it's an entirely different. Now, the way that 6-man match went was the way a tag team is supposed to. They took one guy, they got the heat on the baby face, they kept him in his corner, isolated him, and they went to work on Tommaso Ciampa. When Tommaso Ciampa did the right thing, the way a tag match is supposed to work, he took the punishment as the baby face. The heels did what they needed to do. Matt Riddle came in, made the hot tag, was on fire. That's the way a tag match is supposed to be. Dark Order versus Private Party, you didn't see any. You just saw a lot of nonsense go back and forth and flying around in ridiculous spots. They were all over the place. It wasn't really a tag team match. See, that's the difference between AEW and NXT. NXT is a far more better wrestling show than AEW. It's the same thing every week with AEW. And I do give AEW some sort of credit. Right now, they may be winning more for right now, but I guarantee you, it's only a matter of time before they start. Which they will. They're going to start losing in ratings. It's only a matter of time NXT is going to start beating. You know, AEW right now is basically, what can I use as an example? Like the NWA. AEW is like the NWA. They started, they were on fire, they were running around, they were the biggest thing in wrestling. They were on fire. After a while, it died down, people didn't really care about it anymore, and it just faded off into a spirit. That's what's going to happen to AEW. Right now, that's what that is. AEW, NWO, is the elite, the Bucks, Cody, and all of them. Right now, they're doing their thing for now. But it's only going to be a matter of time before their elite fever dies down, and that's when the change is going to happen. NXT is going to take over, and they're going to start. That's exactly what's going to happen. Basically, that's all AEW. They just need to get some more faces, some more names, so they won't be doing the same thing every night. They have, there's really no difference between the other guys in the company. They pretty much do the same thing. Omega is a good wrestler, but he can get rid of that video game type nonsense, he'll be okay. Because that's basically what they are. It's basically a big video game. They do these nonsense moves. They come out there playing off like they're video game type cosplay teenagers instead of getting real serious and focusing on the work and the wrestling. Chris Jericho, I can watch. He's the biggest star in the company. He's basically the only one that's different than everybody else. He's the only one that's actually worth watching. You know, I watch all his stuff, all his segments, all his matches. Jericho is absolutely the best thing in that company right now. Hello?
Yo.
Oh, there you are. I thought I heard you in the background somewhere. Did you watch both shows tonight?
I'm just getting started in, but I'll check him out tomorrow before the break. Like, take this. First of all, where the hell you been?
Oh, all over the place. Trying to get stuff together, doing shows. I've been working with Evolve. WWE currently has a working relationship, the indie promotion, which they just had a special that aired on the network a few months ago. I don't know if you caught that, the 10th anniversary special.
Oh, yeah.
And Evolve, yes, Evolve has 2 shows this week, and that's coming up in New York. I will be attending both shows. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano and the NXT World Champion Adam Cole will be at both shows, performing and doing autograph signing. So they'll be on the show this weekend for both dates, Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, I will not be able to catch the AEW pay-per-view this Saturday full, which I am going to get a little bit. So when I get a chance, I will watch that. But yes, AEW's pay-per-view is this Saturday, and in 2 weeks you have NXT TakeOver War Games 3, and you have the Survivor. So, looking.
Got to take a very quick break. We got a lot to talk about Survivor Series. We're right back, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Scott McGrath. The day before my 8th birthday, I fell in a pile of fire ants and suffered wounds on over 70% of my body. That day, I have made a solemn vow to kill every insect on planet Earth. I hate them with the passion of religious zealot. Speaking of religion, of all the biblical plagues, I hate the locust plague the most. For the last 12 years, my white-hot rage has materialized in the form of my business, McGrath Pest Control. I have harnessed unforgivable, intolerant insects and released the wrath of my fury on bugs in and around Houston. I will kill those bugs in any way that I can. Chemically, my boot, my bare fist, or any other object that can end the life of an insect. Call 281-469-8240 and give me the honor of killing bugs at your house. I also hate rats and spiders. Go to McGrathPestControl.com.
We are back, baby.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Survivor. I think has really, really good. It's better than the last with the addition of Heat. And right, yes, Survivor Series is 2 weeks, and first time ever to add an NXT into the mix there. So I'm looking forward to see how it turns out. It'll be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And so far, there's only been 3 matches now. You have your huge tri-banded triple threat. You have the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley, versus the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. And you also have the triple threat match between the Viking Raiders versus the Revival and the Undisputed. The interesting thing about this, the interesting thing is Viking Raiders and the Revival, they're both 4-man tag.
So, this match
I'm interested.
Yes. Also got Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, and WCW. Me personally, I think Brock Lesnar is going to kill Rey Mysterio and his his life. That's my prediction. That's my but we can't forget about T. The first time ever that they're going to be doing 2 War Games matches in one card. The other 2 NXT TakeOver War Games, they only did 1 War Game. So this is the first time they're actually doing 2. You have the men's War Games match featuring Undisputed against Tommaso Ciampa, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and a mystery partner. Then you have women's War Games. Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Mia Yim to take on the 4 horsewomen and a mystery partner. Both matches are going to have. I do not have a guess who those 2 can possibly. No clue at all. men, I could be wrong, but the men, I think it may be Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano may be the fourth man. The team is Ciampa, Lee, and Riddle. Do you think anybody could be like the fourth man? Fourth? You have a guess? Is there anyone you would choose?
Say it again?
No, I was saying the interesting thing is there's going to be a mystery partner on the team. My personal opinion on the men's team, I think Johnny Gargano is going to be the fourth guy. I was asking you, do you have an idea of who you think may be the fourth guy or fourth girl for these two war games? I would Johnny Gargano for one more self-compassion, keeping it together. That's a good guess. That's awesome.
And
That's
by the
very
way,
powerful.
they have teased it in the past, but Mrs. Gargano, Candice LeRae said, "Oh, not today."
And, you know, I was expecting a little more people to be involved with NXT tonight. All we saw was the LC from Raw. I was expecting maybe someone to come in from SmackDown or another person from Raw, but we didn't see any of that. All we saw was the LC attack the Undisputed Era with the show. Yeah. So that but it was cool seeing the LC wrestle. That was a very good tag. I just didn't like the way the show ended. It ended much like AEW. Same thing. They had a tag and so involved. And same thing happened with NXT. But you know, AEW, they've won the last say four shows out of this Wednesday night war. Call it. But I already gave my only a matter of time before that dies out. NXT start winning, which they will. They're going to start winning. Watch, mark my words, they'll win. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. And I do know for a fact that every week their rating has been going down. Talking about NEW, their first 2 hour shows drew 1 million viewers. I believe the third and fourth show drew a little bit over, just under. It was somewhere between 8 and 900,000 viewers. So, speaking of AEW, I have to, I'm going to run down this card real quick for the Full Gear paper scheduled to air this Saturday. That's right, AEW does all their pay-per-views on Saturday, not Sunday. They want to be somewhat slightly different from the WWE. And here we go, Full Gear. Which is, by the way, Chris Jericho's birthday, Sunday. So you have a non-sanctioned Kenny Omega, John Moxley. You have the AEW champion, Chris Jericho, defense against Cody. And if Cody loses, he will never challenge for the AEW again. That's the stipulation. You have Young Bucks take on Santana. You have Hangman Adam Page battling Pac. The former Neville, the AEW Women's Championship match, Rio versus Inu Sakura. They're both Japanese. You have Joey Janela to take on Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears is former Ty Dillinger. Then you have the triple threat tag team match for the AEW Tag Team Championship. You have SoCal Uncensored taking on the Lucha Brothers, taking on Private Party. And you heard 7 matches. decent, solid card. So I don't even know who's going to win half of these matches. I may say I'm going to pick Moxley. For those who don't know John Moxley, I think John Moxley's going to beat Kenny Omega. I believe Cody's going to go over Chris Jericho. I'd probably say the Young Bucks will go over Santana and Ortiz. I'll say Pac will beat Adam Page. Rio will keep her belt. Of course, I think it's going to be a foregone conclusion. SoCal is going to keep their belt. They just won the belt last week. And Styles Spears may be very. Which also forgot that Styles Spears has a classic advisor, which is WWE Hall of Famer Tully Blanchard of the legendary Four Horsemen. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a new video game that's about to be released sometime in early 2020 called which is a take on the classic WWE Wrestling like video. That's scheduled to come out early next year. There's several wrestlers, Tommy Dreamer's House of Hard and the NWA. So you're going to see a mix of several wrestlers from those companies and several independent. So that should be an interest. Which I did post on Facebook. The game actually looks just like the classic WWE Wrestling video. And I don't know if a lot of you are following what happened with the Saudi Arabia. I think people are blowing all this stuff out of proportion with WWE Saudi Arabia about all the news. Vince apparently leaving his wrestlers behind. Of course, Brock Lesnar taking off with his own private plane, which he travels on, and several of the WWE wrestlers being left overseas for several days. I know some of that is true. I don't know too much. I know Corey Graves spoke about what happened. AJ Styles spoke about what happened. So, a lot of the so-called stuff posted up online that people mentioned on the internet, half of that wasn't even true. But they were kept overseas a little over a day before they all was able to fly back home, make it in time for Raw. Every superstar was on Raw, and I do know every superstar is back, so every superstar will be returned for SmackDown on Friday. It won't be like last where half of the roster stuck in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be a little different. So it'll be a different SmackDown than it was. As a matter of fact, I saw it, and that had to be one of the best SmackDowns all year. All year. We're still talking about that Adam Cole.
NXT carried.
Well, they had half the whole roster stuck in Saudi Arabia. But that was amazing. Like, people are still talking about Adam Cole and Daniel. Wow. That definitely was one of the best matches they had on. Not just the WWE, but wrestling in general. That was absolutely one of the best matches. I almost forgot to mention, I want to bring up some New Japan Pro Wrestling. Chris Jericho will be returning to New Japan, and he will face Hiroshi Tanahashi for their upcoming Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view, which they do every year, January 4th, 2020. this year is going to be a little different. Because for the first time ever, Wrestle Kingdom is going to be 2 days. So it'll be January 4th and January 5th. First time ever, 2 days, Wrestle Kingdom. Chris Jericho, who will be on the second day of January 5th, taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi. Chris Jericho put up his video promoting he's coming to New Japan, which I watched. I'm a fan of New Japan. Those of you listening who are not familiar with Wrestle Kingdom is New Japan's version of WrestleMania. That's their WrestleMania. Down for Glory. TNA has Down for Glory. WWE WrestleMania. New Japan's got Wrestle Kingdom. I haven't been following a lot of Impact. I haven't been able to watch much of it. I did see the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. They turned RVD heel, which I thought was stupid. Me personally, I think Rob Van Dam sucks as a guy. He's trying, but not. He's a terrible. Have you seen some of Impact lately? Recently? I know they got Tessa Blanchard, guy. He's going to face Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan is the new TNA World just Brian Cage in a steel cage match last week. Well, actually 2 weeks ago. He just won the title. So he's going to wrestle Tessa Blanchard for the world title. So you got a woman challenging a man for your world. Not a big fan. Not a big I can't fathom the fact of being a female world champion. I maybe some other people could, but I can't. It's a good wrestler. It's a good worker. One of the best women's wrestlers in the world. I like watching her. I like watching her work. She's awesome. And she has good matches, but damn near everybody she's been in the ring with wrestled man. Oh, what's the wrong? You hear me? Hit something on my phone here, but anyway, Tessa Blanchard is an amazing work. Amazing work. I remember her match with Gail Kim she had not too long ago. They stole the show. Impact has good talent. Gail Kim Shamrock just returned recently. He looks great for stage. He wrestled Moose at their Bound for Glory pay-per-view. It wasn't a long match. Match was good for what it was worth, but it could have been better. The match didn't go long. It was a short match. It was in Shamrock. Brian Cage, he was the world champion at the time before just losing the title. He wrestled Sami Callihan. They had somewhat of a hardcore match. Sami Callihan lost the match before winning the title. Brian Cage took the title. RVD, who's currently feuding with Rhino. Rhino's a babyface. Rob Van Dam the heel. They did a series of tag team matches. So they were basically a tag for RVD and Rhino. Again, I think Rob Van Dam is terrible. Some guys are tailor-made babyface. Some guys are tailor-made heels. A select few guys can pull it off and do both. Some guys are just not made to be healed, and some guys are just not made to be face. I think RVD is one of those guys that's a consummate baby. I think he should never work at all. At all. But he's trying, doing the best he can. He's working with what he has. Another one of my favorite Axe and Impact had of the North. Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, they are a hell of a tag. Have to check that tag. They are an amazing tag. They're currently TNA's, or actually they're being known by Impact. But anyway, they're the tag team. So you got Sami Callihan, world champion. You have the North tag team. X Division champion is Ace Austin. Their women's champion is Taya Valkyrie. She's actually their longest women's champion in the company's history. She's held the championship over 230 days. She's a good worker. They have decent talent, have some good workers. Anthem Sports, that's the company that owns Impact. They took over. The company was doing very well. But it looks like they're slowly starting to mess up again and get back to their usual bullshit nonsense. They need to they just need to work. They need to work on that. I had hope for them. Want them to do well, but they're slowly but surely starting to go down. Starting to go down. Anyway, right now I'm going to touch on the back to the NWA. Going right back to the NWA again. The NWA is supposed to have a scheduled pay-per-view in the coming weeks. I believe it's in January or February. But anyway, the NWA is just about to start to travel, do shows all across the United States. They're currently based in Atlanta, Georgia right now, where most of their shows are being done. And I hope it comes to New York so I can see them live. I would love to see them. Please check out the NWA. Again, the NWA airs every Tuesday night at 6:05 on YouTube and on the Fight Network. The streaming is a very, very, very good wrestling. It's an amazing wrestling. Amazing. They should have a pay-per-view coming either by January or February. The show is an hour, 5 every week, and started on September 9th. They're currently aired. They just aired their 5th episode yesterday, and next week they'll have their 6th episode to air. So check it out. They have some good names. They have Mr. Anderson, former Mr. Kennedy in WWE. They have Eddie Kingston. They have Homicide. They have Eli Drake, former TNA champion. James Storm, who's also a former TNA world champion and TNA tag. So they have some names. Allison Hayes was also in TNA, as was Marley Bell, who was also in TNA. And they are racking up talent. They're racking up talent. I also bring out the fact that our WWE just signed some names to the roster. They should be starting with NXT soon. As a matter of fact, one of the names that signed to wrestle on NXT earlier tonight, Santana Garrett, signed several weeks ago. She wrestled earlier. She lost her match, had her debut match on NXT television. So she just wrestled. Starrcade. WWE just announced that Starrcade will be returning. It will air December 1st live on the WWE Network as a live viewing special. Tyson Fury is going to return. He will be on SmackDown this Friday. I don't know why he will be on SmackDown this Friday. Roman Reigns will face King Baron Corbin this Friday on SmackDown. What else has happened? Randy Orton just signed 5 more years with the WWE, so he is staying. He is not going anywhere. He just signed an additional 5 years. A few days ago, his 10-year contract expired, so he signed on to an additional 5 years. He is staying. So we're going to see Randy Orton 5 more years, and Kyle O'Reilly. Yes, Kyle O'Reilly, current NXT Tag Team Champion, a member of the Undisputed Era, just recently did a heartwarming, touching interview. Talks about living with diabetes. For those of you who don't know, Kyle O'Reilly had diabetes for several years, and he's also been wrestling with diabetes at the same time. So he opens up, gives a touching, heartwarming interview about living with the illness. Anyway, also in WWE, Dr. Bliss was recently. He will be on WWE Backstage. And WWE had just recently released 2 special championship belts. And both of these championship belts are only going to be available for a limited time. And there's only 100 belts made. So we have one that features the Undertaker, a special Undertaker made championship. Again, it's only going to be around for a limited time, and it's only 100 championships made. And the second special championship that was made is for WWE Hall of Fame Bret the Hitman Hart, which is also the same thing. Only 100 championships are made. It's only going to be around for a limited of time. Both championships are available at WWE.com. You can look at the championship belt, see what they look like. They actually look very, very. I've seen both titles. Me personally, I think the Bret Hart championship looks better than the Undertaker. And again, I mentioned it earlier, WWE has a working relationship with Evolve Independent Promotion, which is based out of Philadelphia. Do shows all over the United States. They do most of their shows in New York City and Philadelphia. They will be returning to New York this Saturday in Queens this Saturday, and then the following day, Sunday, they will be in Brooklyn. For those of you who happen to live out in the New York area, if you're in Queens or if you're in Brooklyn, and you happen to be in the area, come check out both shows. Evolve, amazing company, on amazing shows, great talent. A lot of their talent are currently in the WWE right now. They recently did a 10th anniversary special, which aired on the network back in July. The show is currently still on the network. Check it out. If you haven't seen the show, get a little taste of what Evolve is all about. But anyway, yes, several of their talent currently in WWE. Guys like Leo Rush, Isaiah Swerve Scott, even Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Ricky. They all have wrestled for Evolve. A lot of great talent came out of that company. So check it out. Check it out. Talent is a lot of their current stars came through that company. As I said before, Daniel Bryan came from Drew McIntyre spent time there. He's a former Evolve champion. Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Ricky, current WWE UK champion Walter, Alice Black, Adam Cole. They all have come through that company. So check it out. Not only that, most of their shows are currently seen on the WWN Wrestling app. It's an app called WWN, and most of their shows air on that wrestling app. So you can check that out from there as well. But anyway, if you're in the area, I'll be attending both shows. Check it out. Check it out. There's another indie promotion called Sharon, an all-female independent wrestling promotion. They will have a show this Saturday. I will also be attending that show. Yes, I will also be attending that aside from will be attending Sean. They have some amazing wrestlers, they have good talent. Some of the talent that came out of there are currently also in WWE. They have a show this Saturday night. Their shows also air on WWE Wrestling. It's a wrestling app that airs several independent wrestling. Evolve airs on that app. Shine also airs. And there's another independent wrestling promotion called FIP. They also air on that app. A lot of wrestlers came out of there. Some of them are currently in AEW, ROH. The Young Bucks have wrestled there. Lee has wrestled there. Dominic Dijakovic, Pete Dunne have some names that came out of FIP. So check that out too. You know, there's a lot of wrestling. Wrestling is fire, especially with all the independent. For those of you who are not a fan, there's a lot of good indie wrestling companies out now that are putting on phenomenal shows. They all have their own good talent. MLW is another one. They all have a show. In New York in December, I will be attending that show as well. Very, very good show. We have a lot of in MLW. These shows air on the Access TV channel. For those of you who have cable, Access TV, which also airs Impact Wrestling TNA. You can also catch Impact on Access TV. New Japan Pro Wrestling also airs TV. They have specials that air a couple of times during the year. They air on Access TV. They have yearly specials that air every few months. Access TV, so you can catch New Japan Pro Wrestling on there if you do not have the streaming app. New Japan World is the streaming app. You can catch all things New Japan. A lot of wrestling companies will have it, just like WWE Network. ROH has Honor Club. New Japan Pro Wrestling, I just mentioned they have New Japan World. Impact Wrestling, formerly known as TNA, they have their own app as well called Impact Plus. So there's a lot of good wrestling, a lot of good shows. There's also another wrestling based out of England called Watch Culture. Watch a lot of this. WWE has a working relationship with them. The WWE has taken a lot of their talent, and a lot of their talent are currently seen now on NXT UK. To be honest, half NXT UK is that whole roster. Half of that whole roster came out of What Culture. So half of the whole roster is basically the whole NXT UK. Their world champion Walter came from there. Their tag team champions. Their current NXT Women's Champion Kaylee Ray also came from there. It's a good company. They put on good shows as well. Those of you who do not give it give it. Some positive, a lot of guys fans, they all came from the industry. See guys like AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Daniel Bryan, Robert Joe. All those guys came from, and a lot of those guys are fans, not just the men but the women too. So people who come out here and say independent wrestling say, "Oh, we watch it this match." They don't have a lot of good wrestlers. Or most of your favorite wrestlers all came from the industry. So give it a chance. So many names came from. A lot of good names who are currently some of the biggest stars in the world, not just the business, in the world, came from the industry. All of them. The Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, not wrestling, but my point is he came from the industry. The Samoa Joes, the Daniel Bryans, CM Punks, Drew McIntyre, Burns, they all came from the industry. Also want to mention All Japan Pro Wrestling should be doing a show. They usually don't do shows in the United States, but they will be airing some shows in the United States. And to be honest, I think All Japan does need to start airing shows here in the United States. When you're a company and you're doing wrestling shows elsewhere, it just broadens your audience. It makes your audience bigger. So it's an opportunity for them to get some more exposure. All Japan Pro Wrestling's been around for over 30 years. They stay exclusive in their. So I think it's great they're going to be coming here in the States. They'll be coming here in the early part of 2020 next year. Of course, WrestleMania 36 will be next year, April 2020. They just had their tickets go on sale. They just did travel packages. So WrestleMania will be in, I forgot what city they're going to be in. I think it's Florida they're going to be in next WrestleMania. NXT will be having a takeover of the night before at Saturday. They have Fridays the Hall of Fame, Saturdays takeover, Sundays WrestleMania. They have Raw, have NXT Live Wednesday, and they're doing SmackDown Friday. So they're basically going to be in Florida, basically 2 weeks. A full 2 weeks, they're going to be in Florida. Anyway, I'm gonna start to close here soon. There isn't much left to talk about, but before I go, check out NWA Power. It is every Wednesday. Fight TV app and on YouTube 605. Of course, don't forget AEW and NXT. They go head to head every Wednesday on separate channels. NXT is the USA Network. AEW is TNT. Got Raw on the USA Network versus watch Total Divas. Watch Total Divas on E! Tuesday nights at 8. And of course, Friday night SmackDown. Tyson Fury will to SmackDown. He will challenge another person to another. I don't know why. I thought his match with Braun Strowman was horrible. I thought the match was a waste of time. I thought that match was terrible. To have the match by count out made no sense. Tyson Fury, he did the best. Hell, I thought the Lesnar King of Wrestling better than the Fury Braun Strowman. I thought that match was terrible. To be honest, but I will say this. This year's Crown Jewel was better than last year, even though both shows were not all that good. I'll say that. WWE, who has a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia to do special shows multiple times throughout the year, and they had just expanded their deal in Saudi Arabia. So instead of 10 years, it's been increased to another 5 years. So that's 15 years. They have Saudi Arabia. If they have a Saudi Arabia 15-year deal, you can believe that 15 years. This is insane. It's an insane amount of money WWE is getting for doing this. This is crazy. Wow. Wow. Anyway, WWE, I do believe they have a weekly podcast called After the Bell, hosted by Corey Graves, a new show. They have The Bump, which is also a new show that airs on the WWE Network. They also have another new show titled Backstage, currently hosted by Renee Young and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T. Their other show is going to feature WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. He's going to be featured on the show this week. Chris Jericho, who is scheduled here on the NBA talk show Inside the NBA, he will be promoting his cruise that he's doing for the second year in a row. He's rocking Wrestling Wager at Sea. He'll also be promoting his podcast he does every week, Talk is Jericho. And yes, I also want to talk about, before I end, this is Chris Jericho's news. Fozzy will be releasing their new album early next year, titled Nowhere to Run. They also have a single that's out, titled Nowhere to Run. It's currently on the charts. Fozzy is doing very, very well. Very well. I've attended 2 Fozzy shows. Band's great in person, great on CD. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Chris Jericho is an amazing lead singer. The guy never seems to me. It's amazing how the guy can juggle all those with his wrestling, the music, hard food. The guy is amazing. It's like he never takes any days off. I call him Mr. No Days Off. But the guy never sees his fun. But anyway, don't forget to catch all the wrestling news, all the wrestling shows. Check out the NWA. Check out the independent promotion. A lot of great shows, a lot of great talent. If you're going to be in the New York area this weekend, check out both Evolve shows. I'll be attending both shows. Check out the all-women's indie promotion Shine. I will be at that show. MLW, if you're going to be in the area in December, MLW will be in Queens. I'll be attending that show. WWE will also be returning in New York in December. I hate to say it, I'll be attending those shows as well. They'll be in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center for Friday Night SmackDown, December 20th. And they will be in Madison Garden the day after Christmas for their yearly after Christmas wrestling show. I will be attending both. So, you're going to be in the area. Come on down. Support the independent wrestling promotion. Support WWE. I also want to mention NXT champion Adam Cole will be in action, and he will be signing autographs. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano will also be at the Evolve shows doing the same. They will be doing meet and greets, signing autographs, and they will also be participating in the show. So, come on down, check it out. My name is David Burton. I had fun. I'll see you guys again. I'm signing off. Out of
Ain't nobody really a gorilla.